Have you ever felt like you're being watched? Not by cameras or people, but by something else? Let me tell you about an experience that changed everything I thought I knew about reality. It started 3 months ago. I kept noticing these dark figures in my peripheral vision. You know that feeling when you think you see something move, but when you turn to look, nothing's there. Yeah, except these figures, they started getting bolder. At first, I'd only catch glimpses of them at night, standing in corners or doorways. They were tall, impossibly tall, with limbs that seemed too long for any human form. But they never moved when I looked directly at them. They just faded like smoke dispersing in the wind. But then things escalated. I began seeing them in broad daylight. They'd appear in crowds, towering over everyone else. Their featureless faces always turned in my direction. Nobody else seemed to notice them. I'd point them out to friends, but by the time they looked, the figures would be gone. The worst part? They started leaving evidence. I'd wake up to find long, dark scratches on my walls, marks that couldn't be explained. My photos began showing strange distortions, stretched shadows that shouldn't be there, dark shapes lurking in the background. Last week, I found an ancient book in my grandfather's attic. It spoke of entities called the Watchers, beings that exist between dimensions observing our world. But here's the terrifying part. According to the book, once you become aware of their existence, they become aware of you. Now I understand why my grandfather's last words were a warning. Do not look for them, because once you do, they'll never stop looking at you. I've started noticing more of them every day. They're getting closer. Sometimes in the dead of night, I can hear them breathing, a sound like static and whispers combined. And recently, I've begun to feel their cold touch on the back of my neck when I'm alone. The truth is, I'm not telling you this story to frighten you. I'm telling you because I need you to understand what's happening. Because right now, as you're listening to this, one of them is standing right behind you, but whatever you do, don't turn around. They hate it when we look directly at them. And trust me, you don't want to know what happens next. Just remember, if you ever feel that unmistakable sensation of being watched, you're probably right. The Watchers have always been there. We just weren't supposed to know about them.